there's so much grip from these hugely fat tyres. You're going really very, very fast indeed when it does let go.
There isn't even any traction control, which would be all right if there was some finesse to the suspension. But there isn't.
Yup. You tried that on the public road, you'd be branded a complete maniac. But the smoke! This is a psycho car. It is a mother of violence. On the one hand, benign and gentle and concerned for your well-being, and on the other, an axe murderer.
No European car is this wayward, and what's more, if you gave a European engineer 8,300cc to play with, he'd come up with a damn sight more than 500 brake horsepower. We can get that much these days from a pencil sharpener. And also, European cars are rather less ostentatious and vulgar. We grew out of chrome wheels in 1972, except in Cheshire, perhaps. And what's more, it's not cheap. You pay £80,000 and they don't even put the steering wheel on the right side.
Also, I think we may tire, after a while, of the exhausts, which run along here, setting fire to everything. That could become boring.
So it's internal combustion with a hint of spontaneous combustion. It's wayward, it's backward, and I just don't care.
It has the same brutal charm as the old one, really.
It's as stupid and as wonderful as owning a pet elephant.
Good car. Mad, but good.
Yeah, it's a good car. Good car. So, this is a terrible car.
Oh, awful. Absolutely dreadful.
But you love it.
Yep, I do. And there's a very good reason for that. I love the barn door engineering in it. I mean, when you change gear, it is like moving the sort of lever in a Victorian signal box. And when I was doing that name writing thing, you know, you can hold the brake so you stop the front wheels going and then make the back one spin. And I was doing loads of that, and there was clutch smoke pouring out of here, but it kept working, and I really do admire that. Brunel, he would like this car, the heavy engineering in it. The big question is, though, what's the Stig going to make of it? Oh, a lot of axle tramp there as he sets off the line. Oh, no, and it's soaking wet. That's going to give the Stig something to think about out there in a car. Already, look, he's really wrestling the wheel there, trying to keep it on the island, which, of course, he manages to do beautifully. Right, coming up to Chicago, this is going to be understeer, oversteer, every conceivable type of steer as he heads on down toward the hammerhead with the tail hanging out. Part of the problem we've got with this car is the diff. It's just so slack. Everything about it's crude and awful, but he's probably having more fun in there than he did in the Enzo last week. I'm dying to know. He must be doing, what, 30, 40 miles an hour as he goes around there? Up to about 55, but with a big grin on his face as he comes into the second to last corner, still holding it together, and across the line in 1 minute, 28.5 seconds. That's unbelievable, because on a wet track, which I like to do, wet track, it's only half a second slower than the BMW M3 CSL. It's ostentatious and vulgar and expensive, but much, much faster than you might think.